Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Sleeman Center here in Guelph, Ontario, as tonight it's a Midwest Division battle between the Erie Otters and the Guelph Storm. A pivotal contest here tonight is just 4 points separate these two teams in the Western Conference standings. It is the fourth of 6 meetings on the season, and as you get a look how the previous 3 went, they feel like they were ages ago, back in October 23rd, the last time these two hockey clubs met. And on that evening in Erie, Pennsylvania, it was the Guelph Storm that came out with a 4-3 shootout win. And you see there the fourth of 6 meetings. And with these two teams being lumped so close in the Western Conference, that makes these games very important, as it's been all year long. The Western Conference has been a logjam. Currently, the Guelph Storm sits 6th in the Western Conference with 53 points. 4 back of the Erie are the Erie Otters. They're currently 8th. They're just 1 point up on the Sioux Greyhounds for the 8th and final playoff spot. Tonight is game 48 for both the Storm and the Otters. For the Guelph Storm, trying to get things back on track. They've won 2 in a row, and an important 2 wins coming up last weekend when they went up north. Victories over the North Bay Battalion and the Sudbury Wolves. That snapped a 10-game losing streak, and what has been unprecedented was the fact that the Storm rolled a 10-game winning streak earlier in the year, then a 10-game losing streak. It's not very often that you would see that. However, there is one streak that the Storm are looking to snap here tonight. They are looking to snap their home losing streak that currently sits at 4 games. As for the Erie Otters, they're looking to get back into the win column. They have lost 3 in a row, which includes an overtime loss. They've lost 5 of their last 6, and the Otters needing those points, trying to stay in the playoff picture, of course, trying to stay inside that top 8. So it is the Storm and the Otters coming up here tonight on OHL Live. A rare Wednesday night meeting at the Sleeman Center for the Guelph Storm, and we take a look at their upcoming schedule for the Storm. This is a hockey club that, again, needs to get those points as they try to stay in the playoff picture. This is their first of 3 games this week, and now they will head on to the road as they'll play Friday night in Sault Ste. Marie before making the trek into Michigan to take on the Saginaw Spirit on Saturday night. There's a look at the starting netminder for the Guelph Storm. It is Nico Dawes, and he is getting his game back on track. A little sluggish coming out of the World Juniors. He's got victories in his last 2. And for Dawes, who's now started 3 in a row, tonight will be his 4th consecutive start. He comes in off a 32-save performance in the victory over the Sudbury Wolves, where he only allowed 2 goals. He has some sparkling numbers. His counterpart here tonight will be Aiden Campbell. Campbell on the year has a record of 8-5-1. Save percentage is .871, so he'll be looking to improve that. Campbell, in his last outing, made 32 saves, allowing 5 goals against in a 6-3 loss to the Saginaw Spirit. So both teams stepping out onto the ice, and we'll be throwing things down to ice level in just a moment for the national anthems. Once again, just 4 points separating the Storm and the Otters. Lots on the line here tonight in this Midwest Division battle. Thanks for joining us on OHL Live. I'm Mark McKelvey, set to take you through the evening. But before we can get to puck drop, we're going to send things down for the national anthem.
As we now ask you, please rise if you're able and remove your hats and join the sacred puck at the school choir of the singing of the American and Canadian national anthems.
Lovely renditions of the Star-Spangled Banner and Oh Canada, and we are set for puck drop here tonight at the Sleeman Center. Hello everybody, Mark McKelvey set to call all the action in this Midwest Division battle between the Erie Otters and the Guelph Storm. We already touched on our starting goaltenders. It'll be Nico Dawes for the Storm going up against Aiden Campbell of the Erie Otters. The officials for tonight's game are Mike Cairns and Brandon Biggers. The linesmen, Kyle DeCoste and Tim Valeriot. Looking at the lineups and who is not in the lineup, notable for the Erie Otters, no Jamie Drysdale. The word is an upper body injury, will not play this week. Hayden Fowler also out of the lineup for serving a suspension. So the Otters missing a couple of their big guns going up against the Storm here tonight, who are led by their captain, Cam Hillis. Hillis on a 3-game point streak coming into tonight, having picked up a goal and 4 assists over those last 3 games. He's got points in 5 of his last 6. And before tonight's game, the Storm posting on social media that Cam Hillis is going to sign that game-worn jersey from here tonight. It'll be auctioned off to raise funds for the devastating fires in Australia. So Captain Cam Hillis lines up to take the opening faceoff. He'll take it against Chad Getman, and we are underway. Thanks for joining us here tonight. Curtis Henry will back up with it from the left wing, and he moves it ahead for Maxim Golod, who will bank the puck in for the Otters. They get the first push into the offensive zone. Puck is scooped up, sent back to the point. Henry holds on to it, fires a shot. That one went right off the helmet of Hillis in front and wide. Back to the right point, and a shot there misses the target as well. Puck is going to be corralled and scooped up by Eric Yuba. Yuba on a point streak of his own, chips it in, it rolls in on goal. Campbell bobbled it, puck's still loose, but it does get covered up by Aiden Campbell as he has a little bit of difficulty with his first touch, as we're just over 30 seconds into tonight's contest. Face-off coming up to the left of Aiden Campbell. Both teams will make line changes. Talked about the hot players for the Guelph Storm. Cam Hillis, Eric Yuba, each on 3-game point streaks. Pavel Gogolev looking to get a routine scoring touch back into his game after a lengthy goal-scoring stretch. We'll have more on that as this game rolls on. Puck gets chipped in by Daniel D'Amato. Out to play to Nico Dawes. Around the boards, and Andre Bakanov tried to chip it out to the center. Taken by the Otters. D'Amato fires a shot, and it went off a stick and up and out of play. The Erie Otters have lost 3 in a row coming into tonight's game. And their most recent outing was on Saturday night against the Saginaw Spirit, a 6-3 loss. That was on the heels of a 4-3 loss night before in Flint. And prior to that, they fell 5-3 to the Owen Sound Attack. So looking to get back into the win column here tonight. 1-game road trip for the Otters. They made the trek here to the Royal City earlier today. Puck behind the net. Hoffman was trying to scoop it up into the air. Profaka chips at it, and it comes to Matthew Pappas. Pappas playing his 3rd consecutive game after missing several. Hoffman reaching for it. D'Amato's got it. Lets a shot go. Save is made. The rebound kicks out into the slot. Everybody chops at it, and it's picked up now by Pappas. Matthew Pappas into the zone. Trying to dance his way around. Morton did a nice job on him. Shuts him down. Otters are just going to sky it out to center, and a bouncing puck is going to come to Michael Bianconi. Bianconi to Profaka. Back and forth they go. Forwards changing for the Storm. And Profaka now with a little bit of skating room will bring it right up Main Street through the center. Over to Cedric Ralph. Ralph down low for Keegan Stevenson. Stevenson looking to pick it up. He gets tied up. Ralph and Roach out there joining him. Back to the point. Chayka walks towards the center. Stops. A shot on goal. Juicy rebound. It sits there. Stevenson trying to get it. He's knocked off it. And a nice play by Hosh as he got it. Now it's Stevenson. Into the corner. Otters trying to relieve the pressure, and they do, as they're just going to scoop the puck out and down the ice. Hosh, the import defenseman, will bank it off the end boards. Going to Daniil Chayka. Chayka looks up the left wing. Getting a touch on it was Jacob Roach. And Cedric Ralph gets in on the forecheck. Roach comes in to help him. Otters with Hunter down low. Puck taken now by Ralph, back to the left point. Chayka across to Wainman. The overager Wainman couldn't get a shot off as McDougall did a good job to poke check it away. Now Jacob Millette scored his first goal, and there's going to be a too many men on the ice penalty coming here to the Guelph Storm as they made a pass back towards their own bench. Gordeev appeared to step out a tad early, and it's going to be the Erie Otters getting the first special teams opportunity of the game. So too many men on the ice penalty called. And coming across to serve it will be Jacob Millette. And as I was referencing, Millette picked up his first OHL goal in last weekend's Northern road trip against the Sudbury Wolves. He'll take a seat and watch and hope for his side that they're able to kill off this 2-minute minor. So a bench minor for too many men on the ice, and the Erie Otters go to the power play, and the power play has been a struggle. They are 0 for their last 17. They have the 20th. That's in the basement. The power play in the Ontario Hockey League at 16.8%. Nico Dawes going to help his team's penalty kill as he clears it down. Penalty kill for the Guelph Storm. 80.8% their efficiency. That's 6th best in the OHL. They've picked up 3 shorthanded goals, including a recent one from Ben McFarland. Gordeev slaps it around the boards. Puck squirts loose. Sliding in after it was Lockhart. Sopa in there as well. Nice play by Gordeev. Gets it to Wainman. Has some time, and he'll just send it off the glass and down the ice. So out of his net to play it. That is Aiden Campbell, and he'll leave off. Lots of time now. And no hustle for Golden as he can move it ahead. And the puck is brought in now by Kian Sopa. Gets it behind the goal. Back to the left point. Golod is there. Golod on his forehand. Swings it across. Holding on to it was Sopa. Golod down low. Power move. Dawes the save. Rebound. Sent back. Golod across. Here's a shot. And Dawes square to the shooter. Nice job. Good save made there by Nico Dawes as he is able to deny Kian Sopa there from the right side. 1:01 to go in the bench minor for too many men on the ice. Millette in the box. Otters still with the power play opportunity. Face off to the left of Dawes, and it's won back by the Otters. Hunter moves it to the right boards for McDougall. Up to Hunter. Henry on the left side takes it top of the circle. Henry looks down low. Pass missed the intended target, that being Swankler. Shot around, blocked by McDougall, and the pressure stays on here for the Otters. Puck is chopped loose, and it comes out to Pavel Gogolev, and the leading scorer for the Guelph Storm bides some time, goes to Gordeev, and Gordeev is just going to launch it down the ice. 30 seconds remaining in the penalty to the Guelph Storm. Otters still with some time to push it up the ice and get set up in the offensive zone. And they'll move it to the right wing. Here comes McDougall. Off the boards. Dawes stops it. He'll shoot it around, and he played it high. Nicely done by Dawes, and he gets it out. Oh, Hunter backs up. Passes it to Henry. Henry will shoot it in. Dawes tries to knock it off the wide dashers here at the Sleeman Center. It got by him. McDougall catches it on the half wall. Up top to Hunter. Hunter for McDougall. Might have a shooting lane. He fires it. Right pad save is made. Penalty expires, and out of the box comes Millette. Here's a pass. Cross crease. A shot. What a stop by Nico Dawes. Got to that post in time to make a big save on Austin Swankler. Here come the Storm the other way. Ben McFarland catches the pass into the slot, deflected, and Aiden Campbell will make the stop as he denies Michael Bianconi. Coming back, a nice job by Millette. He'll steal it away, and he chips it in. So just as the penalty expires, the Otters get the best chance here of the first period. We're 5 minutes in, and Nico Dawes up to the task. He's made 5 saves already. Brendan Sellen now to Daniel D'Amato, and D'Amato will flip it in. Also out there is Brendan Hoffman. Stepping in, trying to get it was D'Amato. Puck got knocked by him by Yuba. Yuba going to play it for the icing to get it to Gogolev in behind the defense. Try to pass out in front. That was blocked by Duff. So the Storm will see if they find some life after that great job on the penalty kill. Coming down the walls, Chayka. Hillis pries it loose. Goes to Gogolev. Gogolev backing up with it. Gogolev now. Across. Here's a shot by Chayka. Punched aside with the blocker there. And Chayka once again will keep the puck in. Cutting into the slot. Yuba shot, and he whistled it over top of the net. Behind the goal for Hillis. Good pressure here by the Storm. They're starting to turn it up. Chayka across the line to Hosh. Hosh gets it to Gogolev. Gogolev got wrapped up by Duff. Might have caught a high stick, and the puck is flipped down the ice. Racing after D'Amato. He got there, and a glove save from Nico Dawes as he is locked in to start this one here tonight. Nico Dawes flashing the leather there to deny Daniel D'Amato. We'll go back and take a look. Good hustle by D'Amato to get to this one first. And Nico Dawes, 15 wins on the season with a great glove save. 14 minutes, so just over, left here in the first period. Face off to the right of Dawes. And it's won by the Storm, so Josh Wayman with it. Man on him, that is Yetman. He'll drop it back for Gordeev. Feder Gordeev behind the net with it, and the overager will take a look. Minnesota Wild prospect Gordeev trying to move the puck to Stevenson. Muscles it up the boards, and he'll bring it in for Ralph. Ralph on the backhand slides it to the net, and Campbell will steer it aside. Roach gets there, and it hops over the stick of Wainman, and he's got to hustle. Golod is on him, trying to steal it. Knocks him to the ice, but a penalty is going to be called. So Maxime Golod gets the stick wedged in there, hauls Josh Wainman to the ice, and now he'll head off for hooking, and it's going to be the Guelph Storm getting their first look on the man advantage. Maxime Golod, 19 goals on the season, heads to the box for hooking. Storm get their first power play. Otters had a chance, unable to convert. And now it's time for the Storm to see what they can do. 19.9% the efficiency for their power play, which is 15th in the league. Pavel Gogolev leads the way. 10 power play goals. Here's a shot. Ralph scores on the doorstep. Cedric Ralph opens the scoring. It's a power play goal for the Storm. So it took just 7 seconds into the power play opportunity, and Cedric Ralph is Johnny on the spot, his 7th power play goal of the season. And Ralph picks up his 15th overall. And it's a good start for the home side. They're in front 1-0. Gogolev just trying to get the shot through. Stevenson providing the support. And Ralph able to scoop that puck up and beats Aiden Campbell, and it's 1-0 for Guelph. So a power play goal, but now the Otters will look to respond. McDougall dashing in with it. Has to cut to the boards. Takes a check as the Otters tried to steer it towards the net. Here's Kian Sopa getting muscled up towards the blue line. Passes behind Pappas. 1-0 lead here for the Guelph Storm on Cedric Ralph's 15th goal of the season.
His 8th of the season, scored by number 24, Matthew Pappas.
Shot down the ice and wide, racing after it. Spin shot by Bakanov, and a save is made. Zhilkin trying to get after it. Stick lift in on Hunter. And Hunter will cut into the middle. And he gets it to McDougall. McDougall shoots it in. And Dawes is out to play it. Here's Profaka up the right wing. Sikic moves it back, and Bianconi will hold on to it. Guelph Storm this season, when they score the first goal of a game, 14-4-1-3. So the 23rd time this year that they've scored the first goal. Otters trying to come back. A shot deflected along the ice, missed the net, and it's picked up by Profaka. Pitches it out to center, and Swankler cut it off. Dawes out to play it. Off the M boards. Open on the left wing is McFarland, and McFarland slides the puck in. Campbell thought about moving it, and he does, and the Storm jump on it. Good forechecking pressure there. They get the steal. Millette tried to spin a shot. Back to the point. Wayman just held it in. He lets it go. Hit some bodies. Didn't get through the traffic. And now Emmett Sproul will drag and make a pass across. Caught at center. McFarland, a huge hit. Wow, did he ever run over Noah Sador there. Ben McFarland, as he's done many times this year, lowers the boom. And right now it's a 1-0 lead for the Guelph Storm, and also an advantage in the physical side of things as Pavel Gogolev winds it up, looking to go coast to coast, swings behind the net on his backhand. Gogolev holding on to it. Almost does a full lap of the zone, gets knocked down, and chasing after it is D'Amato. Using that speed, and Wainman wins the battle. Wainman sends it across the rink. Nice play made by Yuba as he was trying to leave it for Hillis. Scooped up now by Gordeev. Gordeev, a shot on net. Campbell kicks it aside. Picked up by Gogolev. Gogolev protecting it, using that reach to his advantage. Otters have to be careful they don't take another penalty. Hillis throws it to the net. Yuba was coming through the middle, trying to get a redirect on it. And the first line here for the Guelph Storm continues to go to work. Yuba won't catch that pass as it got deflected, and it is flipped out by the Otters. Chayka back to pick it up. Across to Hosh. And Hosh can skate it up the near boards, gets to the red line, and he'll shoot the puck in. Campbell will leave off. 10.5 minutes to go here in the first period. The Guelph Storm leading the Erie Otters 1-0. Maxime Golod trying to get it back for Erie. Cuts into the center. Leaves the puck. That's coming in, trying to pick it up was his teammate Lockhart. Now it's taken from the slot by Stevenson. Races after it. He picks it up. One-on-one against Hunter. Stevenson can't get around him. A good stick there from Hunter. Otters trying to move the puck out, and they will. They chip it out to center. Sweep it as far as the Storm blue line. And Wainman, his pass upstream, misses all the intended targets, and it's going to go for icing. So 1-0 lead for the Guelph Storm as we're midway past the halfway point of period number 1. Thanks for being with us here tonight on OHL Live. As the Guelph Storm got a power play goal to kick this game off. 1-for-1, the Erie Otters had a power play opportunity of their own, and they got denied by Nico Dawes. There's a look at the Erie Otters bench, led by Chris Hartsburg. Hartsburg trying to get the Otters back into the playoffs. As mentioned, without Jamie Drysdale and Hayden Fowler here tonight. The Erie Otters have lost 5 of their last 6. This year, away from the Erie Insurance Arena, they are 9-9-2-3. The Storm here at the Sleeman Center, 13-8-1-1. So coming out of the timeout, Sopa in to take the faceoff for the Otters. He'll take it against Stevenson. Kean Sopa acquired at the trade deadline from the Niagara Ice Dogs. Got off to a real hot start when he came over, as he picked up 3 goals and 3 assists in 9 games played. But those 6 points all came in the first 4 with the Otters. Here's McDougall. A shot, and that one missed short side. It's going to roll out to center. And it's handled now by Pappas. Roach coming into the backhand, and he can't get the shot off. Jacob Roach was trying to cut in, and another penalty is coming up. Referee Brandon Biggers with his hand up at center. He's going to call a slash, and the Storm go back to the power play. I had Matthew Pappas' name on my mind, as they originally in the building gave him credit for the goal that was scored by Cedric Ralph. They got the 4s mixed up. Instead of 24 on that last rush, it was 27. That being Jacob Roach, who was dashing in, took a slash coming from Jack Duff, and back to the power play go the Storm. Trying to get another goal on the man advantage, looking to make it a 2-0 game. Gogolev, down low to Ralph. Stevenson parked in front once again. Ralph for Gogolev. Gordeev a shot. That one hit a body and went wide. Back to the point. Gogolev, top of the circle. Can't get a shot off. Gordeev, Hillis. He'll let it go. That was blocked. Nicely done there by Henry. Puck comes back to the blue line, and Gordeev holds on to it. Over to Gogolev. Gogolev fires it. Was looking high, short side, and he missed. Hillis is going to hold it in at the blue line for Stevenson, who comes over to the boards to support. Knocked down in a nice play as he pokes it back to the blue line. Gogolev for Ralph. Ralph in front. Stevenson can't get a shot off as he was sliding in on one knee, and Selin will send it down the ice on the backhand. Power play looking good here early on for the Storm. Nico Dawes now going to do a little bit of puck handling. And Gordeev will go ahead with it for Danny Zilkin. For Eric Yuba. Yuba across the blue line. Tries to toe drag move. Didn't get by his man Kishnik. And it's shot down the ice. 55 seconds to go in the penalty to Duff. Storm on the power play. Chayka ahead now for Yuba. And Yuba's over the line. Return pass to him was blocked. Zilkin. Chayka over to Hosh. Hosh a shot, hit a body, skips into the top of the blue paint. Campbell was out to challenge, and it's cleared out by the Otters. They get another clear, but they'll probably have to make one more stand here on the penalty kill. 30 seconds to go in the penalty for slashing to Duff. Hosh pushes it ahead for Andrei Bakanov. Bakanov will give chase. Shot up the boards by Campbell. Hosh, is he going to hold it in? No, he does not. So the Storm have to tag up. And this gives the Otters some time, as Golod will start it up from behind his own net. Golod a little head fake coming through center. Beats another man. Golod the shot off a shin pad into the near corner. And Duff is going to return to the ice in 3-2-1. So back to even strength, and the Storm are 1 for 2 on the power play here tonight. Millette gives the puck now to Bianconi, who flips it ahead. And it won't be the perfect weight. Back to initiate the icing is Curtis Henry. So the Erie Otters penalty kill ranked first in the OHL coming into tonight. They give up a goal against the first time they went shorthanded. The second one, they're able to get the kill, but the Storm had some good pressure. The Otters had been perfect over their last 2 games on the penalty kill, 3 for 3 in their games against Saginaw and Flint each. 7 minutes to go here in the first period. Ben McFarland will chip it off the boards and goes after it. Kishnick back to play it. McFarland hits him into the end wall. Tried to separate him from the puck, but the Otters maintain possession. And Sador, McFarland looking for a hit there as he was sweeping in on Austin Swankler. Swankler to Sproul. Sproul, the shot and a blocker save made by Dawes. Sador back to the left point. Hunter lets it go. That one over top of the goal. McFarland's going to meet it, and McFarland on the backhand just gets it out. Hunter steps in. That looked offside, and it is. Whistle goes. Hunter didn't like the late push that he took, and that'll draw a little bit of a crowd. Just some conversation, and nothing's going to come of that with 6.5 minutes to go here in the first period. Drew Hunter took that push after the whistle, didn't like that. Looking to get back into the points column. No points in his last 6 for Hunter. The overage defenseman with 20 assists on the year, 3 goals as well. So for 23 points on the campaign, it's a solid season and nothing to show for in his last 6, and you know that's only a matter of time. Hillis centers it out for Gogolev. Gogolev trying to steal it from Lockhart. Calling for it is Golod. Golod picks it up in flight. He's over the line. Golod trying to dance around his man Wainman. Gogolev will give him a check. Now Yetman in the corner. Tied up by his numerical counterpart. Nicely done there by Gordeev. Battle rages on in the corner. Out into the slot. Shot scores! Yetman gets the response for the Otters. With just under 6 minutes to go here in the first period, the game is tied. Good work down low by the Erie Otters. Forces the turnover. And Golod, nicely done, gets it out to Chad Yetman. And Yetman makes no mistake for his 29th goal of the season. He'll beat Dawes blocker side, the 8th shot that Dawes has faced in the game. Just inside the post. Yetman. And for Chad Yetman, he had nothing when it came to points in the last 2 games for the Otters. That was on the heels of a 6-game goal streak. He's back into the goal column, and he's now at 29. Just 1 away from hitting 30. 2000-born forward Yetman ties the game. It's 1-1. Roach trying to get in after it. Henry shielding him off. Roach steps around him nicely, and Ralph will come in to help him. Roach and Ralph trying to work it loose. And now Golden steps up into the play. Golden for Selin. Selin into the near corner. Blue attire. Down he goes. He is tied up, and Stevenson is trying to work it loose. Profaka in there as well. Selin gets hit. Puck pops to the blue line. Golden across. One-timer. Henry misses high and wide. Selin on the half boards will play it around. It's down low. Protected by Hoffman. Using that big frame. Powering out in front. Can't get a shot off. Profaka took a bit of a run at him. Teeing it up. Golden was looking to get a redirect as he hammered it wide. Stepping in is Henry. Pressure here from the Erie Otters. They get a goal. They've got some life. Game is tied 1-1. Golden will slide in. Swings behind the goal. Was trying to center it. Ralph took a slash there on the hand. That will be called. A bit of a delayed call there, but no doubt about it. And that'll kill the momentum that was building as Brendan Hoffman is going to go off for slashing. 3rd power play of the first period coming up for the Guelph Storm. Ralph shaking that off at the bench. And it looks like he'll stay out on the ice as the first power play unit will be out there for the Storm. 1 for 2 on the man advantage. Hoffman in the box for slashing. Face-off won by the Otters, and Duff will retreat behind his own net. And he'll get the clear. 4.5 minutes to go here in period number 1. Erie Otters and the Guelph Storm tied 1-1 here tonight. Pavel Gogolev coming through center. Gogolev gains the zone. Hillis for Gordeev. Back for Hillis. Gogolev down low for Ralph. Back to Gogolev. Gogolev's in his wheelhouse, right at the rim of the circle. Shot was blocked. That one stung. Shaking it off his duff as the Otters got another clear. Gordeev will sit behind the net with it. And the Storm will start it up. Fedor Gordeev to Pavel Gogolev. Gogolev has to make a few moves at the blue line. Gave it away, and it's cleared out by Kian Sopa. Dawes thought about coming out to play it. Gordeev has a man on him. Otters get the steal. Golod not going to go to the net. He'll play it back. They'd rather kill the clock as there's 55 seconds to go in the penalty to Hoffman. Daniil Chayka now will take it. Chayka ahead for Yuba. Yuba at the blue line. Offside is going to be called. 43 seconds remaining in the power play for the Guelph Storm. And George Burnett's got his second power play unit out there now, consisting of Danny Zilkin, the rookie, Jacob Roach, Eric Yuba, Martin Hosch, and Daniil Chayka. Face-off is won by the Storm, and Hosch will rim it in. Hard around, Roach caught it into the corner for Yuba. Yuba is tied up by Duff. Chopped up the boards, Chayka held it in. Over to Hosch, lots of room, lets a shot go. Redirected in front and missed the net. Sits behind the goal, and Duff will work it loose. Opportunity now for D'Amato to fire a shot from distance that won't get past the shin pads. And behind the net with it is Hosch. Taking a look as the Storm are making a line change. They've got enough time on the clock to regain the zone here and get set up. Millette beats his man with a shot, and he put it wide. Wainman hustles to hold it in. Penalty expires. Stormer 1 for 3 on the power play tonight. Into the corner, Millette looking in front. Pulls it to his backhand, holding on to it. Jacob Millette on the cycle. Will give it up to Pappas. Pappas was thinking maybe a return feed. He'll go back to the point to Profaka. Hard across to Wainman. Wainman a shot, hit a body, came off the end glass, and that one almost caught the back of Campbell. It misses, and now here come the Otters. Sproul cutting in. Gets a shot off, and he put it over top of the goal. Good push back coming from Emmett Sproul. Erie's penalty kill. After giving up that early one, killed off the last 2 times, have been shorthanded. That'll be one area, though, they look to clean up as this game rolls on. Trying to stay out of the sin bin. We've got 2 minutes to go here in period number 1. Ben McFarland driving it in. Goes into the corner with Morton on him. Morton loses the stick. Gogolev scoops it up from the goal line. Heads behind the net. Pavel Gogolev. For Hillis, looking in front for McFarland. Deflected and picked up by Golod. Golod shoots it in. Swankler will win the icing race. Puck sits there. Hunter finds it. Out in front, and a shot misses on a bit of a one-timer there. Back to the point, and Morton's got a backpedal, and it's going to be stolen now by Gogolev. Here's Pavel Gogolev coming in with a shot. He scores! Pavel Gogolev upstairs, and it's 2-1 for the Storm. While Morton knew who was coming at him, he can't control it cleanly. Gogolev takes it, and that's short side roof for Pavel Gogolev, and he's got his 36th of the year. 1:21 to go here in the first period. The 1-goal lead is restored, and it is the Guelph Storm in front 2-1. Now they'll look for a little breathing room before the period expires. Here's Golod trying to catch the pass. Ralph comes in there, and Ralph will put it around the boards for Gordeev. Goal was unassisted. That's number 36 on the year for Gogolev. Here's Wainman in. Tried to get a shot through. Golod will take it from behind his own net. Stevenson is on him. Stevenson getting the stick in there, and now he'll almost steal it at center, but Golden was there. Taken by Gordeev. Might have an avenue. Instead, he'll just flip the puck in from center. 35 seconds to go here in the first period. Henry is back to play it for the Otters, and he'll head behind the net with it. Zilkin trying to force his hand, so to his Pappas. Good patience shown there by Henry. Golod will put it in right on net. Dawes to play it over to Hosch. 20 seconds to go in the period. Hosch gave it away. Stepping in, here's a shot. One timed over top of the net. Fired high by Selin. And Jilkin will carry it through center. Jilkin and the Storm looking for one final push. Pappas missed a big hit there. 3 seconds to go. Time's going to run out as Duff will move it across. And Hoffman's shot comes at the buzzer. And 20 minutes are in the books. And Pavel Gogolev with a late first period goal has put the Guelph Storm back in front. They lead 2-1. So the teams exchange goals. But for now, the Storm with one more. Cedric Ralph on the power play. Chad Yetman, even strength for the Otters. And then Pavel Gogolev gets his 36th of the year. It's a 2-1 lead for the Guelph Storm through 20 minutes. We'll step aside. First intermission time here tonight at the Sleeman Center. We'll be right back.
A high stick, and the puck is foot down the ice, racing after Tomato. He got there, and a glove save from Nick Wayman, and he's got a hustle. Golod is on him, trying to steal it, knocks him to the ice, but a penalty is going to be called away. 10 power play goals, here's a shot. Ralph scores on the doorsteps away. 10 power play goals, here's a shot. Ralph scores on the doorsteps. They'll drag and make a pass across. Caught at center, McFarlane, a huge hit. Wow, back to the blue line. Gogolev for Ralph. Ralph in front. Stevenson can't get a shot off as he was slide, and it is. Whistle goes. Hunter didn't like the late push that he took, and that'll draw a little bit of battle rages on the corner, out into the slot. Shot scores! Yetman! Back is on the corner, out into the slot. Shot scores! Yetman's behind the goal, was trying to center it. Ralph took a slash there on the hand. That will be called. And it's going to be stolen now by Gogolev. Here's Pavel Gogolev coming in with a shot. He scores! And it's going to be stolen now by Gogolev. Here's Pavel Gogolev coming in with a shot. He scores!
Welcome back, everybody, to the Sleeman Center as we are through 20 minutes here tonight, and it is the Guelph Storm leading the Erie Otters 2-1 as we get set to start period number 2. It's time to take a look back at the first period. We'll roll you through some of the highlights. 3 goals in total, and it started here on power play goal at 6:30. Pavel Gogolev's shot hits the traffic in front, and Cedric Ralph is Johnny on the spot. 15th goal of the year for the overager Ralph, as he'll put it home. Keegan Stevenson in front will also get an assist. Gogolev with the secondary helper. That put the Storm in front 1-0. The Otters, though, they would respond, and they would find their response despite the fact that the Storm really came at them. There's Ben McFarland throwing the body, and McFarland seems every week he's laying out a big hit. And there wasn't too much extracurricular activity, but a little bit of pushing and shoving after the whistle here, as this is the 4th of 6 meetings this season between these Midwest Division rivals. As mentioned, the Otters would get it back as the centering pass from Maxime Golod finds Chad Yetman, and he lets go a great wrister that he beats Nico Dawes short side. 29th goal of the year for Chad Yetman. Golod and Connor Lockhart will pick up the assist. So the game was tied 1-1 at that point. That goal came at 14:01, and as the first period rolled on, the Storm would get the lead back as Pavel Gogolev on the steal goes high up over the shoulder of goaltender Aiden Campbell for Gogolev. His 36th goal of the campaign unassisted at 18:39. That puts the Storm in front 2-1, and that's the lead that they are going to take in to period number 2. So it's Ralph and Gogolev with the markers for the Storm, Yetman for the Otters, and we're heading towards the second period. First period has been pretty successful this season for the Guelph Storm, as coming into tonight they had allowed the 4th fewest first period goals against, trailing only Owen Sound, London, and Ottawa. As for the second period, very even period for the Storm, 63 goals for, 57 against for the Erie Otters. They came into tonight's game with 49 goals for, 48 against in period number 1. So they'll see that even out, basically. Second period, -5 is their goals for, goals against differential, 61-66. So referee Brandon Biggers has the puck. Cam Hillis is going to come in to take the face-off for the Storm. He'll go up against Chad Yetman, and period number 2 will get underway. And the opening face-off is won back by the Storm. They'll send it up the right wing. Yuba didn't get a touch on it. And as quickly as we start the period, we'll get our first stoppage. Icing called against the Guelph Storm. Storm opened the scoring on the power play goal by Cedric Ralph. For Cedric Ralph, he had no goals in his last 12 games coming into tonight, so he gets the monkey off his back with that opening marker. Face off to the left of Nico Dawes. One back by Yetman, but getting to it was Yuba. Nearly got there, though. Golod beat him to it. Golod got the stick in there, and Maxime Golod was very noticeable in that first period. He was all over the ice, as he is most evenings. Penalty is coming up here to the Storm. They're going to touch up, and we'll have to wait and see what the signal is, but it's going to be a slashing minor, and the Erie Otters are going to get their second power play opportunity of the game. It'll be Eric Yuba going off for the slash. So Yuba to the box, slashing the call. Otters to the power play, looking to get out of their power play funk as their scoreless streak on the man advantage with their unsuccessful attempt in period number 1 has now run to 0 for their last 18. And now here shorthanded, Cam Hillis will go back with it. Didn't realize Lockhart was behind him. So with numbers, the Otters step in. Golod, spin pass in front for Yetman, and he couldn't get a shot off. Coming up the boards, and it's chopped out by Gordeev. So some nice puck movement there from the Erie Otters, but they're unable to convert with Yetman in tight. And now here comes Erie from their own zone. Maxime Golod will just place the puck in. Dawes, like a third defenseman, out to play it and beautifully launches it down the ice. Roach will give chase here on the penalty kill, trying to steal the puck away. Protecting it. Nope, Roach has got the steal. He's got it onto his backhand. Did a good job to pry the puck away from Jacob Golden. Otters, though, will get it back with the numbers on their side, but their pass up the boards misses Yetman. And backing up with it, Cheka. He'll send it all the way down. Golad's got Ralph on him. A quick cut to beat Ralph. And then a pass that splits his teammates and comes to Cheka again. So nothing going right here for the Erie Otters power play. A few players standing up at the bench. We'll see if they start to change. There's 45 seconds to go in the penalty to Yuba. Sopa runs into Hillis. He does get the puck in. Dawes out to play it. And his great puck handling ability, he sent it up the middle and he hit his man. So the Otters are able to steal it back. Sproul, the shot, left pad save made by Dawes. A sharp stop there. 30 seconds to go in the power play. Sopa will spin it. And it comes out now to Hosh. Hosh looking ahead. Hillis might have been calling for it, looking for a shorthanded opportunity. Got as far as the red line. Now Swankler will pick it up in the corner to Sproul. Sproul, the shot, misses short side. Dozen seconds to go in the penalty. Power play continues here for the Otters. Trying to get a late one in this man advantage. Penalty about to expire and back up the boards for Hunter. It missed, and it'll go all the way down. 0 for 2 on the man advantage now are the Otters, and now 0 for their last 19. Here's Drew Hunter. Hunter comes through center, gains the zone. Tried to center it for Sproul. Stolen, and in transition, here comes Danny Zilkin. Zilkin, the rookie, a long wrister, snagged out of the air. A glove save made by Aiden Campbell. Shots on goal in the first period of play. They were 8-8. So a pretty even first period. Of course, the 1-goal advantage for the Storm. Face-off coming up to the right of Aiden Campbell. Erie Otters averaged the 7th most shots on goal per game at 34.1. And they have the 6th best shots against per game at 31. Meanwhile, for the Storm, they aren't a team, though, that puts up a lot of shots. They've only outshot their opponents 15 times this season. That is the second fewest in the league. Only the Niagara Ice Dogs have outshot their opponents fewer times, and they're still in the single digits. The Storm do average the 16th most shots on goal per game, but that's 16 out of 20. And to this point, they've only had 8 against Aiden Campbell. So that last shot that was snagged out of the air, they did not register. And you would assume, as this one comes from a bad angle behind the goal line, it gets tied up in Nico Dawes and he'll smother it. You'll assume that with the shot going wide, that is why they did not put one up on the board. As the forechecking from the Otters allows them to get one into the blue paint, and Nico Dawes right on the post has it hit him, and he gets the puck smothered. Yetman out there to take the draw. He'll go up against Hillis. Cam Hillis, very strong on face-offs, 55.4%. Comes into tonight's game having taken over 1,000 draws this season. 1,046 to be specific. Now Gogolev 2-on-2 with Yuba. Yuba trying to get it back to Gogolev. He's tied up by Kishnik. Puck sits there for a brief moment, and Hillis is going to get to it on the wall. He chips it behind the net, and it'll be left off by Yetman. Hunter goes up the boards with it. Gordieve's going to pinch. Gordiev for Hillis. Hillis checked up by Kishnik. Yuba comes in to help him. Trying to work the puck out of some skates. Hillis has got a hold of it. Hillis tied up, taken to the ice. Now Yuba gets it in his skates. Yetman gets inside of Yuba. Good power shown there by Chad Yetman. And he gets the puck out ahead for Golod. Golod stick handling it, holds on to it. He and Lockhart switch positions, pass misses, and it's pushed ahead now for Pavel Gogolev. Gogolev seeing who he's got with him. Goes to Yuba. Yuba the shot along the ice, Campbell the save, and he'll get the puck smothered with 15:54 to go here in the second period. Aiden Campbell getting the start tonight for the Erie Otters. Daniel Murphy, been the busier of the two goalies as of late. He had started 4 of the last 5 coming in tonight with a record of 1-2-1 over that stretch. For Campbell, he appeared in their most recent game. Campbell's last win came back on January 11th in Niagara, a game where he only had to make 14 saves. All ties together with our point about teams that average the fewest shots per game. And now Stevenson will steal it in the neutral zone. Comes down the boards. He's tripped up by Henry. No call on the play. Henry gets the stick back. Stevenson has the puck underneath them. Roach came in looking for a hit. And now here's Kian Sopa ahead with it. Sopa Has McDougal with him. Holds on to it, tried to feed one through for Cohen. Sopa's got it on the boards. Heading into the corner, and he lost the handle of it, and Chayka will push it ahead. Roach cut off there. A nice hit by Jack Duff, and the puck is shot in by Curtis Henry. 5 minutes gone here in period number 2. The Guelph Storm leading the Erie Otters 2-1. Nearly a turnover there for the Storm. Coming back into his own zone was Millette with it, and that's going to allow an opportunity for the Otters. A backhand shot rides up off a stick and out of play as Austin Swankler was looking to make something happen. Not a bad move there from Swankler, who's posted 5 points in his last 4 games. A goal and 4 assists over that stretch for Swankler. Pennsylvania native playing for the Otters. So stays at home in the Keystone State. Sikic will deflect the puck out. Swankler gets to it and he sends the puck back in. Dawes is out to play it. Dawes put it into the skates of Sproul. Bobbles it for a moment. Profaka in good positioning. Not the most perfect breakout for the Storm, but it does work, and Ben McFarland will place it in. Millette goes after it, and it's hammered around the boards. Profaka will hold it in. Puck stays on the outside, and Sikic will get hit up against the wall as McFarland came in to help him. Sproul, a backhand pass, gets it to Swankler. Swankler's got Sador going to the net, and a late whistle there. Offside is called. Swankler immediately putting up his hands just to acknowledge that that wasn't a shot after the whistle. He did not intend to, at least. And that'll kill the rush for the Otters and bring a face-off out into the neutral zone. Draw will come up in front of their own bench. And George Burnett will send his big guns over the boards as Hillis, Yuba, and Gogolev return to the ice. Gogolev with a goal and an assist in the game, as he leads the team with 76 points. Kishnik to Drew Hunter. Easy to spot Hunter out there as he's got the full face shield on. Gogolev holds on to it. A dandy move to beat D'Amato. Trying to bat it out of midair. Hillis looked like he might have played that with a high stick, but the Otters touched it, so it's waved off. Gogolev going behind the net, trying to pry the puck away from Hoffman. Swooping in is Yuba. Got chopped to the ice. Gogolev is hit. Out to Yuba, a shot off a leg. Now Eric Yuba and Cam Hillis, they do the work behind the goal, trying to steal the puck back. Squeeze to the wall is Yuba. The puck comes loose. It is picked up and not out by the Otters. Long shot, blocked in the slot, and an opportunity now to come away with it for Jacob Golden. Gets it ahead. Here's Hoffman, a wrister, and he might have put it wide on purpose, looking for a redirect as Sellon was sliding in on the back door. Penalty coming up to the Storm there. Didn't look like a whole lot. Falling to the ice was D'Amato. Gives it off to Golden, a blast. He misses the net. Extra attacker is out there as Campbell went to the bench. Delayed penalty coming up. Gogolev without a stick. Golod gets some room. Fans on the shot. Puck is touched up by Yuba, and a tripping minor is coming up. Storm won't like that call. Otters will get their second consecutive power play. And it's going to be Pavel Gogolev who will head to the box. So Gogolev, who's got 2 points in the hockey game, has now got 2 penalty minutes to go with that, as he picks up his 51st and 52nd penalty minutes of the season. Draw to the left of Nico Dawes. And it's won back into the corner by the Storm and ripped around the boards. Ralph will chase after it. The Storm have 3 shorthanded goals this season. Ralph, Stevenson, and McFarland. 3 different goal scorers on the penalty kill. And Ralph will do his job. He'll now break to the bench as he kept the Otters inside their zone. 25 seconds gone in the power play, and as they tried to place it in, Lockhart will get it down low. Golod pinches in, and a nice job by Jacob Roach as he'll get the clear. So Campbell out to play it, and he'll leave the puck off for Jacob Golden. Golod banks it off the boards. Tries to get it back. It's shot around by Gordeev. In position with Sopa, and it's into the corner now for Yetman. Back to Sopa. Middle of the blue line, Golden to Golod. Golod to the faceoff dot. Down low. Yetman tries to stick handle. Gordeev knocks it away. Roach banks it off the boards, and he gets it out. 1:05 gone here in the penalty to Pavel Gogolev. Otters looking to retake the zone. Wainman to the end boards. Caught off nicely there by Yetman, but a pass out will hit a body and deflect all the way down the ice. Storm trying to complete the line change of the penalty killers. Hillis providing the pressure. And Golod getting a little tricky behind the net as he'll pull the old beer league move, banks it off the end, leaves it for himself. Now here's Swankler. Over to Henry. Henry with a quick stop. Hosh stays on him. Gets it behind the net for Swankler. Quickly out in front, a nice save made by Dawes. Good denial there on the opportunity for Emmett Sproul. And another clear for the Storm should do it. And the Erie Otters' power play woes are going to continue as they're about to be 0 for 3 in the hockey game. Dawes tried to clear it around. It was blocked by Sproul. Out of the box comes Gogolev. It's 5-on-5 hockey. Just under 11 minutes to go here in period number 2. Henry up last. And that one was blocked, and it comes to Gogolev. Fresh legs out of the box, going up against Hunter. Gogolev holding on to it. Hunter keeping him outside. Avoids taking a penalty. Can't get the puck away. Gogolev with a shot, and the save is made by Aiden Campbell. So the always dangerous Pavel Gogolev making things happen. Getting an opportunity there for the Storm. The Otters do not convert on the man advantage, and instead they have to ask their goaltender Campbell to make his 10th save of the hockey game. So Erie is now 0 for 20 on the power play. That's their current drought. And each hockey club with 3 man advantages to this point in the contest. 2-1 lead for the home side. Glove pass called here against the Storm. And that'll give us a stoppage. Faceoff will come out into the neutral zone. Storm looking to snap a 4-game losing streak here at the Sleeman Center. Their home ice record 13-8-1-1. Last weekend on the road, they snapped their 10-game losing streak with back-to-back wins. Another losing streak they're looking to snap here tonight is a losing streak against Midwest Division opponents. They've lost 7 in a row to the Midwest. And in their division, they are 7-11 on the year. As Pappas got pushed into the boards awkwardly. Otters come out of their own zone, and they'll shoot the puck in from center. Dawes was trying to knock it down. Getting to it is Selin for Hoffman. Hoffman braces for the contact, separated from the puck. Profaka trying to toss it up the wall. Stolen here by Erie. Dancing with his D'Amato, a long shot save made. The rebound is there, and Dawes in good positioning. Pads along the ice will stop it, and away with it comes Profaka. He dashes to center, didn't get the line. He places the puck in. Good weight on it, though, and it's a whole line change there for the Storm. Up the left wing, or I should say up the right wing, and it's the left-hand shot of Selin, who will deflect it in. 9.5 to go here in the period. Gordeev starting it up from his own zone, looking to go coast to coast. Gordeev dances in, using the long reach, runs into Hunter. Hunter holds him up just long enough. Here's Golod. Gets it to Kishnik. Kishnik trying to turn on the Jets. Tossed it up the boards, and Ralph is able to steal it. Ralph, a great pass to Gordeev. Gordeev stepping in with a blast, and he missed the net, and now an opportunity for Golod to race after it. Puck slows down in the snow in front of the bench. 2-on-1 developing. Pass to Yetman, a shot, and he put it off the post. Yetman gets hit hard. Back to the point, Kishnik. For Golod behind the goal. He made a great pass there to set up Yetman, who was looking for his second of the game. Yetman able to move the puck off. Comes to Kishnik. He booted it, pushed ahead, and a race for it now. Roach trying to get it. Out of the net comes Campbell. He shot it into Roach. Roach trying to send it to the net, and it gets deflected and ends up behind the net. Hunter starts it up, and his pass way upstream will be redirected in. Chayka. Nice skating there. Gets the puck ahead to Yuba. Yuba steps around his man. A pass over to Gogolev. Will find him in the near corner. Gogolev backhand pass to the point to Chayka. Across now to Hosh. Hosh holds up, went for the wrister, and it was blocked by Golod. End of his shift. He probably doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank, but he makes a nice feed at getting it ahead to Cohen. Cohen gets sandwiched there. Dawes can't play it. Ends up in the restricted zone, and behind the net, the Otters will steal it back. Good work there coming from Elias Cohen. And now Hosh behind the net on his backhand will pitch it up the boards. Gogolev able to chip it out. Hillis sees an avenue. Comes in with a long shot. Campbell to save. Rebound is there, and Yuba took a stab at it and went over top of the net. Puck sat there in front for a brief moment, and Henry skates it, gets angled to the boards, but as he delays, he's able to move the puck to Kian Sopa. Sopa, the pass to himself off the wall. Sopa leaves off. A return feed is blocked in the slot. And turning in transition is Yuba. Gets it to Profaka, the defenseman, into the rush for Gogolev. And Gogolev looking for the bench. Or at least I thought he was looking for the bench. Gets stopped at the blue line. Storm are changing up the forwards. Gogolev will go off now. Hill is still out there. He'll go to the bench. And it's the line of Sikic, McFarland, and Millette will be the final member to join them on the ice. We've got a good stretch here without a whistle. Some good chances at both ends. Henry back to pick up the puck. McFarland throws the check on him. Puck up into the air. Sikic was looking for a hit. Out now to McDougall, and he gets it to Henry. Henry wants the red line. He didn't get there, but Dawes came out to play it, so they'll wave off the icing. Now Profaka. He's getting angled to the near wall. Retreats behind his own net. Surveys the situation. He's got Bianconi, McFarland, Sikic, and Millette. Everybody in motion now. Who will be the recipient of the pass? It's Jacob Millette that catches it. Millette moves it behind the back. Sikic's got to be careful. Swankler is on him. Hits him into the boards. So the Otters turning up the pressure on the forecheck. Finally, the Storm get it out. Handled by Noah Sador. And he'll get it across, and the puck is shot in. Lands in the corner. Swankler goes after against Bianconi. Out in front, Sador. Duff a shot. Misses the net. And we continue on. Sproul now lets one go, and it caught a leg. And it'll go up and out of play. Good stretch without a whistle here tonight at the Sleeman Center, but no goals so far in the second period. It's the Guelph Storm leading the Erie Otters 2-1. Shots on goal to this point in the contest. All tied up at 11-11. They were 8-8 through 20 minutes, so each team with just 3 shots through nearly 14 minutes here in this second period. Goal scorers again in the first period were Ralph and Gogolev for the Storm and Yetman for the Otters. Gogolev was looking for his second of the game moments ago in that period. Got stopped by Aiden Campbell. And hard to say which goaltenders had to make the bigger stops. Here's one, though, that Nico Dawes won't get a piece of. A nice feed from Golan to Yetman, and he just put it off the post as he was in search of his second goal of the game. And we've seen some good physicality in this one as we are more than halfway through regulation time. Lots on the line in this game. Guelph currently 6th in the Western Conference with 53 points. They're 7 back of Flint, who is 5th. So realistically, the focus right now is trying to stay ahead of the teams that are nipping on their heels. The Owen Sound Attacker just 1 point back at 52. Then Erie is 4 back at 49, with the Sioux just outside the playoffs at 48. The Sioux in action tonight. They're at home to the Kitchener Rangers. So we are at that time of the year where scoreboard watching does become a reality. Now here's Danny Zilkin. Zilkin gets the puck in. Pappas goes after it. It's around the boards for D'Amato. Up the middle, stolen by Bakanov, and he'll go back with it for Gordeev. Fedor Gordeev, Minnesota Wild prospect, to Bakanov. In his skate, stolen by Hoffman. Pushed ahead now. Gaining the zone is Selin. Gets it back. Selin can't get a shot off. And the Storm are going to try and jump up into the rush. Wayman was getting held up by D'Amato. Here's Pappas. Ends up in the corner with it. Duff will put him into the wall. Zilkin has the point open. Gets the back to the point for Cheka, a shot. Kicks off the left pad of Campbell. Now in the corner. Zilkin will go behind the net with it. And it's picked up by Jack Duff. Backhand pass up the middle's cut off. It's Gogolev with the steal. Pavel Gogolev coming in. Tries to drag and fire. Puck rolled on him. And it ends up being turned over. And Brendan Selin will just slip the puck in. 5 minutes remaining in period number 2. Dawes out to play. That's been a bit of an adventure here tonight. Here's a chance for Yetman. Came right in down Main Street, and he whistled one wide. Now Yuba get the line, and he just tosses the puck in. Golod steps in front of him. Golod knocked down, and a pass out by the Storm lands right on the tape of Yetman. Puck's just been following him here tonight. Henry will shoot it in. Dawes again out to play it. Very smooth playing it, but he's had a couple that have nearly been turned over. Here's Golod on the steal. Shot, scores! It's Lockhart, the recipient of the pass from Golod, and he'll beat Dawes to tie the game. So Maxim Golod, once again, setting up a teammate for a quick shot and a quick goal as Connor Lockhart lets it go from the high slot. And it's another one that beats Nico Dawes on the blocker side. And this game is tied 2-2. Connor Lockhart, the Otters' most recent first-round pick, finds the back of the net for the 8th time this season. And his line has been producing a lot of chances to this point. And the game's now tied 2-2. Here's a steal right through the crease. Stevenson just missed as Campbell had a blunder behind the net with it. Close call there. Coming the other way are the Otters. They take a shot. Save was made by Dawes. Wainman can't move it up the board. Stevenson got a piece of it, and Roach will swoop in to take it. Roach gets it ahead to Stevenson. Cross the line. They were onside, but the puck is taken back. Penalty coming up. Chance for Cohen. Gets it back. Walking in a shot. They score! Jacob Golden. And just like that, back-to-back goals have the Otters in front, 3-2.
Penalty coming up.
So Golden had drawn the penalty, but the power play won't be needed as he comes in through the middle and beats Nico Dawes. And the road side have their first lead of the hockey game. Well, we'll have to check the official scoring. But that was bang, bang, just like that. The Otters get back-to-back goals to now lead 3-2. And how huge was the fact that there was nearly a steal behind the net and a wraparound into a yawning cage that just missed for the Storm. Would have put them back in front, and then the Otters come the other way and now have taken the lead. Now they send one ahead for Swankler. He was trying to get around Bianconi, but that didn't work. So it's Golden's third of the year from Elias Cohen and Matthew McDougall. 16-14 the time of the goal. And it's just 39 seconds separating the goals for Lockhart and Golden. Now Swankler, a drop pass for Sproul. Backhander towards the net, picked off by Bianconi. Bianconi goes behind the net, able to move it off, and Profaka will just flip it out through center. Hunter over to Kishnik. Kishnik missed it. Millette jumps on it. Millette looking for some help. Teammates were changing, and his pass back to the point got deflected out. Gogolev will go in after it. Hunter up the boards for Swankler. Catches the pass with one hand. Looked rink wide, and Hosh has to race back to get to it. Hosh going behind the net. Leaves off for Chayka. Daniil Chayka off the boards. Yuba didn't see where it was. Chayka, though, finds it a second time. This time he gets it up to Yuba. 3 against 2 into the zone for Gogolev. Gogolev to Hillis in front, and it went right through the legs of Yuba. Now backhanded out, and Chayka retreats to center to get to that puck nicely. 2:10 to go here in period number 2. And Chayka can turn it the other direction now. Backhands the puck in. Hillis will go after it. Stays on Morton. Yuba squeezes him to the wall. Hillis trying to steal it, and it's taken now by Hoffman. Hoffman across the line. Finding it. Here's a shot. Save was made by Dawes. The rebound in tight, and he stopped that as well. Good bounce back save there for Dawes as it was an opportunity coming right through the middle for the Otters. Selin tried to glove it out of midair as it went over top of him. Gogolev trying to get another steal on Morton, similar to what he did in period number 1. Selin to Yetman. Yetman over the line. Cutting into the middle with a shot, and that one off a leg and goes up and out of play. Just under 90 seconds to go here in the second period. And the Erie Otters on goals by Connor Lockhart and Jacob Golden have a 3-2 lead, just 39 seconds separating those goals. With the first one coming at 15:35, and then as mentioned, 39 seconds later, Jacob Golden is able to strike. Back to the point. The aforementioned Golden trying to come down the boards. Golod tossed it through the middle. Lockhart tried to get a piece of it. He and Wainman go to the boards. Golod Lockhart gets it to him, can't pull the trigger. Puck sits there and it's chipped free, and it's 3-on-2 now for the Storm. Here's Cedric Ralph across the line. Got Wainman joining him. Wainman looking in front for Roach. Roach digging away, and the puck is smothered by Aiden Campbell. That's just the 12th shot of the game for the Guelph Storm. As they get one in tight, and we've seen the defense not be afraid to jump up into the rush and look to make something happen for the Storm. You see a Wainman there most recently. 61 seconds to go in the period. Face off to the left of Aiden Campbell. Hillis going to be waved out of this one, so Yuba's going to have to come in to take it. On this face-off. And fans getting a little restless, want the puck dropped. They finally do. Yuba falling down, got a whack on it. Now it is flipped out to center. Gordeev knocks it down. And Sopa in full flight scoops it up. Sopa inside, outside. Holds on to it, back to the point for Golden. Golden a blast, blocked by Yuba. Golden has the puck come right back to him. Trying to move it to McDougall. Falls to the ice, and it's picked up now by the captain, Cam Hillis. Pavel Gogolev will chip it up the boards. Trying to step around Golden. Golden, nice job to get ahead to Kian Sopa. Half a minute remains here in period number 2. Erie leading Guelph 3-2. Yuba. Gogolev will give chase. Henry is back to take it. Henry, some good patience there. Will he get it out? He does, as it just rolls out into the neutral zone. Gogolev fires it back. I don't think he knew how much time was left. There is just 10 seconds to go. The Storm might eat it, or they'll look way up ice. And they bomb it down. Campbell out to play it. He shoots it right into the Guelph bench. And it hit Jacob Roach right in the hand, as we'll get a face-off with just 1 second to go in the period inside of the Erie Otters zone. Roach shaking that off after he took the puck in the hand. Face off to the left of Campbell. Zhilkin going to try and pull it back. Everybody right up on the rim of the circle. So it's a scramble for it. Nobody gets anything away from it. And the buzzer sounds to end period number 2. So how this game changed in just 39 seconds. The Erie Otters with back-to-back goals. Connor Lockhart and Jacob Golden. And the visitors have their first lead of the hockey game. It is 3-2. Otters out shooting the Storm 16-12 through 40 minutes of play, as it was 8 shots in the second period for the Otters, just 4 for the Storm. Storm are going to have to look to generate more offense. They'll have to find the equalizer, and we come back for period number 3. Once again, it's the Erie Otters 3, the Guelph Storm 2. We'll be right back on OHL Live.
zoom as this one comes from a bad angle behind Cassell and sliding in on the back door. Penalty coming up to the Storm there. Didn't look like Hosh stays on him. Gets it behind the net for Swanker. Quickly out in front, a nice save made by Dawes. Boys taking a penalty. Can't get the puck away. Goldlever the shot and the save is made by Aiden. Campbell's down in the snow in front of the bench. 2-on-1 developing. Pass to Yetman, a shot, and he put it off the post. But he makes a nice feed, getting ahead to Cohen. Cohen gets sandwiched there. Dawes can't play it, but he's had a couple that have nearly been turned over. Here's Golard on the steal. Shot. Score! His line has been producing a lot of chances to this point. And the game's now 2-2. Here's a steal right. Penalty coming up. Chance for Cohen. Gets it back. Walking in a shot. Penalty coming up. Chance for Cohen. Gets it back. Walking in a shot. Hoffman across the line. Finding it. Here's a shot. Save was made by Dawes. Got Wayman joining him. Wayman looking in front for Roach. Roach digging away and the puck is smothered.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Sleeman Center. Second intermission continuing on here. Time to take a look back at what went on in period number 2. And it was a 2-1 lead for the Guelph Storm when we started the second period. We went quite a bit of time without a goal. But at 15:35, that is when the Erie Otters would get an equalizer and would come here on a nice pass by Maxim Golod as he is going to spot Connor Lockhart open, and it's a quick release from the high slot that beats Nico Dawes' blocker side. That is the 8th goal of the year for Lockhart. That makes it a 2-2 game, and then just 39 seconds later, back come the Otters, and Jacob Golden comes down the middle, and the defenseman rips it home for his 3rd of the year, beats Nico Dawes, and just like that, 39 seconds is all it takes, and the Erie Otters have a 3-2 lead. So we're heading towards the 3rd period, and it's going to be the Otters holding a 1-goal advantage, meaning they'll try and ride this one out, look for a little insurance, and it'll be the home side, the Guelph Storm, that need to make the comeback. For the Guelph Storm this year, when trailing after period 2, they have a record of 2-15. So just 2 third-period comeback victories this year. And for the Erie Otters, when leading after 2, they are 15-2. So identical records one way or the other. 15-2 with a lead after 40 for the Otters. 2-15 when trailing after 40 for the Storm. Getting set to start the 3rd period, we'd like to thank you for joining us here tonight on OHL Live. Tonight's broadcast produced by Cujo Entertainment. I'm Mark McKelvey. Hope you're enjoying your Wednesday night. One of 3 games in the Ontario Hockey League. And an important Western Conference matchup also going on in the Western Conference tonight. It is the Kitchener Rangers up north taking on the Sioux Greyhounds, and those 2 hockey clubs in a tight battle. They're tied 4-4 heading towards the 3rd period. The other game tonight, the Kingston Frontenacs hosting the Peterborough Petes, and the exceptional rookie Shane Wright has got 2 goals 29 and 30 in his rookie campaign, and the Kingston Frontenacs lead the Peterborough Petes 3-1. So the officials congregate at center ice, and referee Mike Cairns has got the puck, and we are set to get going here for the 3rd and final period of regulation tonight at the Sleeman Center. Hillis and Yetman, as they've done all night long, will meet up for the face-off, and it's the Guelph Storm looking for the equalizer as we start the 3rd. Gogolev right off the bat, a shot in that one. Rides up off a stick and over top of the goal. So we'll see if the urgency level stays high for the Storm. Going behind the net is Yuba to pick it up on his forehand. Gets it out to Gogolev. Gogolev can't pull the trigger. Back to Wayman, a blast. That one hit Campbell in front. Trying to clear it. They hit Gogolev, and the puck will land right there for the Otters to come the other way. Golod, Yetman, centering pass, driving to the net with Lockhart. Yetman out in front. Off a few skates. Wayman grabbing at his face. He's trying to pick up his stick now. He's in some discomfort, and this puck's going to roll all the way down into the Otters zone. Not a bad first shift there for the Storm. They'll make the change 40 seconds in, and looking to wheel it coast to coast. This is Jacob Golden. Golden, who has the go-ahead goal. Moves the puck out into the middle. Comes to Golod. Can't get the clean handle, and Roach is able to get it ahead for Chayka. Chayka goes after it. Duff will step up, and brought back into the Storm zone. Martin Hosh feeds it ahead for Chayka. Chayka off the boards. Roach gets a stick on it. The veteran first-year player in the OHL. Roach back to the point for Hosh. Hosh puts it wide on purpose. Goes corner to corner, and Ralph will get to it. Ralph opened the scoring back in period number 1, and he is sealed up. I think the puck's tied up in the equipment. It was caught between him and Morton, and the official, Brandon Biggers, will just blow it dead and signal a face-off to the right of Aiden Campbell. Face-off will be to the right of Campbell, as mentioned. Erie in search of their 21st win of the year. And for the Guelph Storm, looking for a win 25. Both teams playing in their 48th game of the season. Stevenson will be thrown out of the face-off. Ralph will come in to take it. Ralph, 47% on draws. And he lost that one cleanly, as it was won back nicely by Hoffman. He's 46% on face-off, so it was a pretty even matchup. Ralph tried to work it down low, behind the net with it. Cameron Morton. Morton ahead for Daniel D'Amato, and D'Amato can carry it out. He moves it to Hoffman. Hoffman delays, backhands the puck in. He and Sellen slide in deep. Hoffman got to the puck himself. It's chipped free, and there's Duff. Duff comes down the boards. Defense activates as they look to get set up. Puck kicks out in front. Dawes moves it aside. Selling on the wall. Stevenson gets the stick on him, and Roach will pick up the puck. 3-on-2 rush here for the Storm. Stevenson on his forehand, a shot, and it was blocked. Picked up by Roach. He tried to center it, and he hit the side of the net. Now Hoffman takes control. Banks it around Bianconi, and he picks it up. Hoffman, the wrister, save made. Puck loose out in front, and it is swept aside by the Storm. Dawes makes his 17th, or faces his 17th shot of the game. That's save number 14 for him. And a good save on Brendan Hoffman, who had a nice rush. Hunter now has to be careful, turns it over. Quick shot by Bakanov, and the save was made. Shilkin looking for it now. McFarland will pick up the puck. He's got a little bit of space. Back to Gordeev along wrister. That one was stopped by Campbell. There's a chance for Bakanov, also stopped by Campbell. Back-to-back saves for the Otters netminder. He'll have to make another one. Stands up on it, and he denies Fedor Gordeev on the long-distance wrister. So the Storm put together a string of shots. They have not done that very often here tonight. And Aiden Campbell is up to the task here. As you saw, that puck might have hit Bakanov and then caught him, and then he's in the position to kick the left pad out. Now 14 saves in the game for Aiden Campbell. Not as busy as his last appearance, where he had to make 32 saves in a losing effort. Campbell here tonight, looking to get his 9th win of the year. Really trying to improve those numbers, which they're not sparkling, but for many goalies in the Ontario Hockey League, it's especially young goaltenders, it's going to take some time to really sport those fantastic numbers, and not many goaltenders sport the numbers that Nico Dawes does. As Dawes, an unbelievable start to the campaign. Have him as one of the favorites for goaltender of the year in the Ontario Hockey League. Of course, he's going to be heavily counted upon here coming down the stretch of this campaign. Dawes comes into tonight tied with Cedric Andre of the Ottawa 67s for the best GAA in the league at 2.42. Here's McFarland, the shot. It was blocked by Hunter. Gets a shot off from a bad angle, fluttered it, and it's picked up by Zilkin. Danny Zilkin, a long shot deflected, went in on net. Campbell made the save. Kishnik and McFarland, they battle to the end boards, and they're wrapped up. Otters trying to break out. Skate to stick for Kian Sopa, the former Niagara Ice Dog. Tries to dance at the blue line, and he lost it. Bakanov will get it, and he goes back with it. The Storm are changing, so Dawes is going to come out to play it. Coming at him is Swankler. Backhands it around. Getting to it, Sador. Frost and Swankler. Swankler behind that on his forehand, looking in front. It goes off the side of the net, and Bianconi will rim it around. Rolling puck to the line. It's kept in by Golden. Glove down now, but over skating it was Hillis, and the Otters will chip it back in. Wainman's got to come back. Pressure coming at him. Emmett Sproul is there. Sproul reaching for it as Bianconi gets the feet moving. Sends it up the right wing boards. Yuba didn't know where the puck was. It was behind him, and Swankler takes control for the Otters. Nice play to come back for Hillis. Tries to spring Gogolev on the breakaway, and a real good recovery there by Jacob Golden as he steals the puck. Sproul gets it with his skate. Icing is waved off. He and Gordeev go to the end boards. Gordeev will leave it for Wainman, and he tosses it up the left wing. Out of the reach of Gogolev. Sador finds it. Stops. Oh, he got run over. A heavy hit there by Fedor Gordeev. Swankler wants to fight him. They have some words. Swankler's going to end up skating away. Gordeev barking at him. I don't know if Swankler really wanted to fight the big Fedor Gordeev. You don't want to mess with him, and maybe just standing up for a teammate. In the corner, Hillis gets it to Gogolev. Gogolev twisting and turning from the corner. Heading back towards the blue line. Chayka held it in. Swankler goes high on him with a check and gives him a whack, as it was a bit of a chip on the shoulder type shift there for Austin Swankler. 5 minutes gone here in the third period. The Otters leading 3-2. From their own end, the Storm. Chayka up the left wing. Stevenson trying to poke it loose. Had to stop his momentum at the blue line. Hit hard by Duff. Back to get it is Morton. Calling for it was Golod. He goes the other direction. Chayka meets it there. Tried to go down low. Picked off, and it's Golod. Going up against Hosh. Hosh angling to the boards. Hits him right there. Coming in to get it is Lockhart for Golod. Golod down low. Calling for it back. Lacrosse play there from Yetman. Puck rolled off his stick. Back to the point. Here's a shot that moves wide along the ice into the corner. And this line has really done a number inside the Guelph zone. Coming across, Lockhart finishes his check on Stevenson, who gets it out. Golod. Yetman stay out there. Hunter gets it to Yetman. Goes for a wrist shot. Rolls in on net. Save was made. Yetman gets his own rebound. Cycles it for Golod. They're joined now by Selin. Golod is down, grabbing his face, looking for a penalty. He might have got clipped. Selin behind the goal line, tried to get it to Golod, and it's stolen by Gordeev. Gordeev looking ahead. McFarland was cutting. Instead, he'll go to his D partner, Wainman, and Wainman rims it in. Puck around the boards and trying to get to his Kishnik. Runs into McFarland, who stays right on him. Kishnik gets the elbow up on him. McFarland digging away. Puck goes behind the goal, and Bakanov races after it. Hunter is there, and he'll steer it ahead. Opportunity to skate it for Daniel D'Amato. He comes up the left wing. Long shot on net, and it's steered aside. Rebound is controlled by Selin. Behind the net, D'Amato. Profaka watches him closely. Hits him hard into the boards. Hoffman tried to get it out in front. And as it goes to the wall, Bianconi runs into Selin. Hoffman boots it, and Bakanov will get the puck to Profaka. Nobody really holding on to the puck for very long at this moment. Selin came in looking for a hit, and charging after it now is Bianconi. Getting to it first was D'Amato. For Hunter. Hunter's got to get his head up. Nearly gave it away. Here's a steal. Gogolev in tight. Tried to go 5-hole, and the save was made. Ended up in tight, and Aiden Campbell will make the stop on Pavel Gogolev. D'Amato gains the red line, and he shoots the puck in. Chayka takes a check from Sopa and a whack. That might have been called in the first period. Not the case now. Henry knocked down by Yuba, and Hillis scoops it up. He's got Gogolev going to the net, and the pass just misses. Controlled by Sopa. One hands it ahead, and it's banked in by McDougall. He'll go after it. Dawes gave it away, thrown to the net, and it just went wide. He was diving back, and the Otters just desperately threw it at the goal. Sopa falls down, won't get a shot off, and Hosh will fire a pass up to Yuba. Yuba trying to get around Henry. He's used that move a few times here tonight. And now going behind the net with it is Josh Wainman. So Wainman's going to calm things down. We're flying through the third period here. 8 minutes gone. The Otters leading the Storm 3-2 in this Midwest Division battle tonight at the Sleeman Center. Turned over by Stevenson. Here's Swankler. Swankler, a shot right off the mask of Dawes. Big rebound, and it's picked up by Roach. Roach with some speed. Looking to go wide around Morton. Takes a shot, and it's off a stick and out of play. And both teams will catch their breath. 11 and a half minutes to go here in the third period. And the intensity continues to amplify as the Storm are in search of the equalizer. Face off to the right of Aiden Campbell. Jacob Millette had a very noticeable first period, did Millette. Looks like confidence is starting to grow for him. Gets it towards the net. As mentioned, he got his first OHL goal last weekend in Sudbury. Millette out there with Pappas and Seakick. Pappas has it knocked off his stick. Gets it back on the half boards. Gets it down low, and it's sent through the crease by Millette and picked up in full flight by Emmett Sproul. Sproul gets it in deep. Profaka runs him into the wall. Sador works it down low. Sproul's knocked to the ice, and then he gets sealed to the wall by Profaka. They continue to battle away from the puck. Sador to Sproul. Sproul threw it at the net, blocked by Bianconi towards Pappas, and it's out into the neutral zone. Duff coming back with it, moves it over to Hunter. 10 and a half minutes to go here in the third. Sador for Sproul. Sproul steps around to check. Gives it back to Noah Sador. He tries an in-tight move. Trips up McFarland, and McFarland from his knees nicely plays it out. Brendan Kishnik coming back to get it. Man was on him. And Yetman goes back to Kishnik. Towards the Otters bench, they're changing. They'll be careful on the change. They just gave the puck away to Gordeev, and Gordeev will bank it off the boards. McFarland slides the puck in. Back to get it now is Lockhart. A goal in the game for Lockhart. And he's trying to start things up. Didn't see an avenue. Now he'll move it across to Hunter. Drew Hunter up the middle. Great pass up to Chad Yetman. Yetman the shot. Save was made. Rebound came out, and the Storm corral it. McFarland will treat behind his own net, and we are midway through period number 3. Erie leading Guelph 3-2. McFarland turns it over. Nice play by Golod, sweeping it away. At the blue line, it was kept in by Henry, but his shot was blocked. Golden will shoot it in. Storm trying to complete the line change. Puck up by Dawes, and after it, Henry from the point. Dawes casually, and that puck on the redirect. I was going to say Dawes played it very casually. Josh Wayman had no idea Brendan Hoffman was coming at him, and an alert Nico Dawes will snag it out of the air. 9:27 remaining here in the third period. The Erie Otters leading the Guelph Storm 3-2 for these hockey clubs. And take a look at the road ahead. And for the Storm, it's just one game at home this week, as they'll now head to Sault Ste. Marie on Friday before heading to Saginaw on Saturday. And that's actually the start of 3 games in a row on the road, as next Tuesday they'll head to the Budweiser Gardens to take on the London Knights in another important Midwest Division contest. As for the Erie Otters, just a trip to Guelph here today. They return home. They'll host Flint on Friday night and the Owen Sound Attack on Saturday night, as the theme of important Midwest Division contests continue. The road ahead not easy for either of these teams. The Midwest Division, annually the toughest division in the Canadian Hockey League. For the Erie Otters, they have played the fewest games against their division. They and the London Knights, to be exact, have only played 14 games against division rivals. Of course, you play everybody in your division a minimum of 6 times. In the case of the Storm, they play against the Owen Sound Attack 8 times and the Kitchener Rangers 8 times. So for Erie, you look ahead, they got a lot of tough games coming up. Here's Gogolev with some speed, splitting in with one hand. He got the shot off, but the save was made. Rebound is picked up by Yuba. Yuba, a shot on goal. Campbell stopped it. It's loose. Gogolev chips at it. They continue to jam away. It was on the line, and it stays out. The Otters clear it, and here they come the other direction. D'Amato drops it back. Hoffman trying to get it to him. Oh, that was close. It was right on the goal line, and it was swept away. Yuba tries to move it ahead for Chayka. Not offside. It was brought back in by the Otters, but they control it, and Selin will put it off the boards. Timing pass for D'Amato. Just inside the blue line, D'Amato throws it to the net, deflected on, and Dawes makes the stop. A couple whacks there, and we have to go back now and take a look. Did this puck get across the line? The officials are going to review it. And right there was Jacob Golden. It does not look like it got over the goal line, but referee Mike Cairns is on the phone, and this one will be under review. So the Storm appeared to be inches away from tying the game, but Jacob Golden, with maybe the best save of the contest, keeps it out. No goal. And Guelph will continue to have to work away trying to tie this game, trailing by just 1 with 8:40 to go. Face-off. Won by the Otters to the line, and Duff will get it down low. Stevenson outmuscles his man, and Ralph just wants to send it up the wall. Roach with some speed, interfered with, and a penalty is coming up to the Otters. So an important power play opportunity coming now to the Guelph Storm, as an interference minor is going to be called against Jack Duff. And for the 4th time tonight, the Guelph Storm will head to the man advantage. To this point, 1 for 3 on the power play. And Roach using that speed as he chipped it by Duff. Duff didn't want to let him have a step by and holds him up. So here's the chance the Storm have been looking for. To the power play they go. Just over 8 minutes remaining here in regulation time. Gordeev from behind his own net, starting it up. For Stevenson, Hillis on the right wing, has a lane to the goal, gets it to the gut, and it was deflected and comes out the other side. Dawes out to play it, will bank it off the boards to Gordeev. And Gordeev will hold on. And calmly takes his time, now moving the puck over to Hillis. Cam Hillis brings it across the blue line, shooting it in. Up on the dasher, getting to it now is Ralph. For Stevenson. Cedric Ralph couldn't handle it cleanly, and the Otters will get the clear just out across the blue line. Hillis controls. He and Gordeev exchange passes. Hillis gains the blue line, protects the puck, and gets it to Gogolev. Gogolev across the blue line to Gordeev. Gordeev coming in, back to Gogolev, the one-timer, and he hammered it over top of the net. halfway through the power play opportunity. Gogolev again, top of the right circle. Backing up, ends up into the corner. A little shimmy to Gordeev, to Hillis. Hillis fans on the shot. Campbell will poke it into the corner. Selin is there. Stevenson and Hillis get in there. 3 Otters. The Storm have the numbers, and they're able to recover the puck. Gordeev to Gogolev. Gogolev coming in with a shot. He was looking high short side again, and he missed. Might have got redirected. Back to Gogolev again. Gordeev. Gogolev down low. Ralph is there, looking in front, deflected by Stevenson wide of the goal. And another penalty is coming up. The Otters will touch it. A slashing minor is going to go against Curtis Henry. His stick in 2 pieces on the ice. That's the evidence. The Storm let the Otters touch it up, and they're going to get 20 seconds of 5-on-3. And we'll see if George Burnett elects to take his time out here, as his first power play unit has been out there for the previous minute 40. And that's exactly what Burnett is going to do, as he will call timeout. So 6:48 remaining here in the third period. And the Guelph Storm are heading to a 2-man advantage for 20 seconds. Duff already in the box now, joined by Henry. So a pair of veteran defensemen unavailable right now for Chris Hertzberg. Not a whole lot of discussion going on at the Otters bench. It's the opposite over at the Storm bench. They got the whiteboard out, and they'll look to diagram the perfect play. Of course, it's just 20 seconds of 5-on-3. Now the Otters trying to figure out their game plan, and the face-off becomes crucial here. If the Otters can win it and get the clear, that pretty much will do it for that first penalty to Duff. Hillis will take the face-off, no doubt about it, for the Storm, and he'll take it against Yetman. Yetman and Hillis on the draw to the left of Campbell. Yetman won it. Ralph, though, gets to it. And there's the numbers advantage coming to work for the Storm. They set things up. 2-man advantage. Gordeev to Stevenson. Back to Gordeev. Down low to Ralph. Ralph skate to stick. Gordeev across to Stevenson. Wanting it is Hillis. They're trying to open up Gogolev. Pass across, cut off in the slot, and it could be a breakaway. No, the pass was just ahead of Duff as he stepped out of the box. So the Storm were looking. They had a play designed there. They're just unable to pull it off. They continue to work on the power play. To this point, they're 1 for 4. 5th opportunity on the man advantage. Into the corner, Ralph. And the Otters get another clear. They shoot it down the ice, and Dawes is out to play it. Dawes directing traffic a little bit. Coming at him is Golod. He'll outweight him. And now behind the net, controlling it, this is Daniil Chayka. So the Storm change up the power play unit. Puck is underneath Morton. And the official, Mike Cairns, isn't going to let that go on for too long. He'll blow it dead. 5:43 remaining in period number 3. 56 seconds remaining in the penalty to Curtis Henry. Second power play unit out there now for the Storm. They're 1 for 4 on the power play to this point. Of course, that one came on their first opportunity, so power play's been a little cold ever since then, going up against the best penalty kill in the OHL. Another important face-off win for the Otters, and they clear it all the way down. Chayka will go back to control it. Golod slams his stick, just trying to throw off Chayka, who goes to Hosh. Hosh will shoot it in. Campbell out to play it, bobbled it. And Jilkin will go around the boards to the point. Chayka to Yuba for Hosh. Hosh, the wrister, and it went off the heel of Kishnik. Stepping up is Chayka, and that was an important pinch. He blocked it. Roach now has it on his forehand, lets a shot go, and he put it wide on the far side. 15 seconds remaining in the power play. Yuba cutting towards the middle. Can't get a shot off. He ran into a pair of Otters, and here's a chance for Jack Duff to rip it down the ice. That's going to do it for the power play here, as Curtis Henry will step out onto the ice. And it's a missed chance for the Storm. We're back to even strength. Gordeev going all the way in front, backing off with a shot that missed. Here's Gordeev from the boards. Backhander. Wainman floats it. It skips wide. McFarland is able to control it. Ben McFarland working his way in the corner. Leaves it for Andrei Bakanov. Back to the point. Wainman wide on purpose. McFarland right on his tape trying to get to Pappas for a shot. Pappas was tied up. McFarland swoops right in. He's buzzing around the zone, and McFarland will chop the puck down low. Cut off on the half boards. Bakken to the point. Gordeev had to get rid of it quickly. Just over 4 minutes to go here in the third. Into the near corner. McFarland twisting and turning. Golden is right on him. Golden. McFarland to the point. Gordeev a long shot, and Campbell will direct it up and out of play with 3:58 to go in the third period. So it was a couple-minute breather for the Storm's big line. And they'll come back out. Cedric Ralph getting the spin here with Hillis and Gogolev as he was out there on that first power play unit. Yuba just had a shift. This has been normally his spot here tonight. But Ralph with a goal in the game. Does he got another one in him? Gogolev picks it up just onside. Henry will take him into the M boards. Has him tied up. Henry and Gogolev have some words as Hosh catches it at center ice. He and Chayka go back and forth. Martin Hosh ahead. Off a stick and up into the air. It's gloved down. Golod is run into the wall. Puck underneath him. He and Gogolev get back to their skates. And Golod continues to truck along. And he's taken to the ice once again. High slot Kishnik. Can't get a shot off. Now he lets one go that caught a shin pad. Golod behind the net. On his forehand. Oh, he had Yetman open. He got a shot off, and Dawes made the save. Hillis will turn behind the goal, and he moves it ahead now for Pavel Gogolev. Gogolev just avoids the big hit, and he picks up the puck. Gogolev steps across the line, floats it in on net, save is made. Fresh off the bench comes Yuba. Yuba is there. Yuba tries a toe drag, does not get around Kishnik, and it's Golod who will find it at center. Backhand pass as he handed it off to Sopa. Sopa gets the stick in there on Gordeev. Gordeev didn't like that. The official tells them to move on. Yuba will backhand the puck deep inside Otters territory. Roach gets in on it. Jacob Roach in the corner. He's tied up, cycles it for Yuba. 2.5 minutes remain. Yuba on his forehand, trying to wrap it to the goal. It's in some skates, top of the blue paint for a moment. They jam away, it's loose, and it is knocked aside by the Otters. Lots of traffic in front. Wainman to Gordeev. Gordeev lets it go. Hits a body, pinballs, and then it's kicked into the crease and covered up by Aiden Campbell. Close call there as the Storm continue to try and tie this thing up. Aiden Campbell has been tracking the puck nicely in some skates. And Campbell's now faced 22 shots in the game. On this one, you could see it. Gonna get booted around before it's finally swept aside. Storm have used their timeout. 2:17 remains. We'll keep our eye on Nico Dawes as him George Burnett elects to bring him to the bench for the extra attacker. Storm win the faceoff, and Wainman will push the puck in deep. Stepping up was Gordeev. Puck in his skates. Selin is on him. Gordeev just knocks him aside. Duff, he's just trying to eat it along the boards. Interesting strategy. Worked free by the Storm. Gordeev didn't want to throw it at the net. There was no traffic. Chance for D'Amato to clear, and he just sends it out to center. Storm starting to change. Dawes still in the net. Minute 45 remains. Yuba and Hillis are in the corner. Morton's got Yuba tied up. Hoffman's on Hillis. Puck comes free to Ralph, and it went up off the stick of D'Amato and out of play, so it'll be a face-off inside the Otters zone. 1:35 remaining here in the third. Nico Dawes has gone to the bench. Extra attacker out there now for the Storm. Faceoff comes back to the blue line. Gordeev stepping in. Henry in the corner on his backhand, and he sent it up and into the bench. It goes into the bench. It will not be a penalty, although the officials look a little unsure, but yes, they are signaling a face-off to the right of Aiden Campbell. So Henry catches a bit of a break there. He really skied that, but he put it in the bench, not a delay game penalty. 1:25 remaining in the third. Extra attacker out there for the Storm. Hillis and Yetman. The ongoing battle at the dot. This time it's won by Hillis. Gordeev for Gogolev. Gogolev backing up with it. Trying to find a pass back to the point, and it's turned over. Golod and Gogolev battle. And Gogolev is going to be able to get the puck back, and he flips it in. He'll give chase. Henry back to play it. Henry on his forehand, cut off by Yuba. Henry again. This time he's trying to seal it. Storm get their players in there. They've got 3 against 2. And now it's worked free. An opportunity for Sopa. Looking to the empty net, blocked by Gordeev. Now a shot off a leg, comes to Golod. Golod spins. He has a chance at the empty net. He gives it off, and it's tucked home by Yetman. Empty net goal for Chad Yetman. And that'll give the Otters a 4-2 lead. A very close play at the blue line. They'll probably have to take a look at it, but it should stand. And some nice patience shown by the Otters to get the puck over to Chad Yetman. And he's got 2 in the game. It's now 30 on the year. So number 30 into the empty net. 47 seconds remains. And the Storm are down by a pair. It was a very close play at the blue line. But it appears the thumbs up has been given, and this goal will stand. So the Otters lead 4-2. .40 seconds to go. Storm will shoot it in, and they'll go after it. Dawes stays in the net. They haven't pulled him this time. They are down by a pair. Bianconi steps up on the boards, trying to steal it away, and Drew Hunter does a nice job. Hunter comes right out with it. Here's a shot wide of the goal, going to be picked up by Roach. He tries to pick it up in flight. Roach over the blue line. Delays, throws it to the net. Campbell a save, and deflects it out of play. Golod and Sopa get the assist on Yetman's second of the game and 30th of the season. That one coming at 19-13. Face off to the left of Campbell. Millette to take the draw. Wins it back. 15 seconds remains. Bianconi gets it down low. Millette going for it. Bakanov in the near corner. Goes behind the net. And the Erie Otters now just 5 seconds away from picking up the 2 points. They'll just kill out the clock, and the Otters scored 2 goals in 39 seconds in the second period to take their first lead of the game. It was their first and only lead as they go on to add an empty netter and win this one 4-2, 21st win of the year. They snap a 3-game losing streak, and they pick up a very important 2 points in the Western Conference standings. So it'll be a 21-save performance from Aiden Campbell. 2 goals by Chad Yetman to lead the way. The Storm see their mini 2-game winning streak snapped. And now they'll head onto the road for 3 in a row while the Otters head home with 2 important Western Conference meetings coming up this weekend. First on Friday against the Flint Firebirds before they host the Owen Sound Attack on Saturday night. So the final score here tonight, the Erie Otters 4. The Guelph Storm 2. We'd like to thank you for joining us here tonight on OHL Live. Tonight's production presented to you by Cujo Entertainment. This is Mark McKelvey wishing you a good Wednesday night, and we'll see you soon.